EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Charles Davis, a big crowd on hand. They love American football here in the English capital. We're underway from Wembley. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First run now for Kyron Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 33, here's a second down and 4. Stafford now to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the... Here it's a first down.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
10.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. Well, they've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyron Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Jaguars 0.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. Across midfield, he's on his way. Touchdown, Jaguars! His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they're carrying it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now it's Stanford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And the Rams.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
7-7, our score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Williams again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown Rams. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jaguars 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. Last time, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time. It stopped him for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Rip, 23. Hey, tomatoes. Here we go.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They give it to Williams, running right. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They work now on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Set. Blue 60.
After the interception, here's Stafford. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
6 at the 35-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rip, 23. Hey, tomato. Done.
Here's Lawrence. To the sideline and incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Hey, Ginger. Done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the first as he's tackled at the 47. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Now Stafford. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The sun is up, so run it down. Get your money up. I go money down.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, tomato. Done.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
Set. Hey, easy. Blue 60. Easy, alert.
Here's Stafford. And he's got it. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Number 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. Got a man, that's Hunter. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 91 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Complete at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready. 250.
They run it again with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he is caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now he's loose again, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, 44 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them for the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. ETN will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Rip, 20. Here we go.
Once more, ETN. And this time he is into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Sometimes offensive you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Jaguars 21.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2.
20. Zero.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On the gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Get it, 20. Stay 50, stay 50.
They snap it to Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Set. Ready? 22. Omaha, ready, move. Ready, hot.
Play action. Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Aluakai.
Loss of 3 yards. It's 2nd down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Trying to take this home. They'll run. Breaks through the contact. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Hey! Lady! Hey, 5-0!
Throwing a Stafford. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Stafford going to throw it. Here's one deep for Pickens. That is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now it's Stafford. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he's got it inside the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moment.